we had captured a guy by the name of Haji Bashir Nourzai, a member of the Haqqani Network, which is a terrorist offshoot of the Taliban, for not just drug trafficking and money laundering, but for narco-terrorism. Specifically, that statute that we charged 21 U.S.C. 960. And much of his funding from heroin distribution had been pushed back into the Haqqani network used against American service personnel. Subsequently, he was extradited to the U.S., where he was convicted, sentenced to life in prison. But talk about forgetting lessons in history, or life actually. In December of 2022, the Biden administration traded him in a prisoner exchange for a civilian contractor that had been kidnapped in 2020 in Afghanistan, specifically designed to be able to trade him for Haji Bashir Nourzai. And by the way, Nourzai at that time in the early 2000s was not just Afghanistan's largest heroin trafficker, but was the world's largest heroin trafficker. And we traded him to get a civilian contractor back from capture in Afghanistan. Now, I'm happy for that man. Mark Frericks is his name. I'm happy that he's back with his family here in the U.S. But you know, this country used to have a policy forever, going all the way back to the days of Thomas Jefferson and dealing with the Barbary pirates, that we would not negotiate with terrorists. Well, suddenly, we're not just negotiating with terrorists, we're negotiating for terrorists. It's a disappointing lesson that we've learned here recently, and what's truly necessary, and sometimes our government sometimes does not act in our best interest.